Hey everyone, welcome to the Stories of Language Learners. I'm your host, Charles. It's been a while since the last time I recorded an episode by myself with no guest. So today I would like to share with you guys some behind the scenes of the podcast and some exciting news about what is gonna happen next. Also, in this episode, I'm gonna launch something very special that I've been planning it for a while, so stay tuned until the end of this episode because I'm gonna share everything about it, okay? Hey guys, I'm glad that you are here today and I have a lot to share with you in this final episode. As you know, last week I released the last episode of season 2. I recorded and planned 10 episodes for this season. Actually, I started recording season 2 back in August of 2020 and I finished recording it in September. I truly hope that you guys enjoyed season 2 as much as I did. Truly, I had a blast recording these interviews. I learned so much from each guest, and I know that if you listen to any of these episodes, you learned from them as well. So I want to give a special thank you to each guest who was part of it: Gabriel, Teacher Du, Teacher Samuel Araújo, Teacher Francis, Stephanie the English coach, Teacher Duda, Teacher Sharissa, Will, Teacher Shane, and Teacher Esmeralda. I can't thank you guys enough for being part of this project. Without you guys, this show wouldn't be the same. Thank you so much for sharing your story and your knowledge with us. You guys are awesome. Now, I want to thank you guys for listening to this podcast. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't continue doing this. I can't believe that I started this podcast back in May of this year, 2020, and I cannot believe that I already recorded 20 episodes. Wow, that's incredible. I didn't expect to go so far with this project, but I'm thrilled that I started it because now I can totally see that I'm not alone. I have you guys listening to it, so thank you so much. I really love to interact with you guys on social media and receive your messages and hearing your feedback about the show. I'm really proud that we are a community of language learners from all around the globe, which is amazing. I love talking with you guys in our encounters. We already had 11 of them, which is incredible. In case you are new here and if you want to connect with me and with people from all around the world to practice English, feel free to join our encounters. I organize these video group calls on Zoom every other week, and the goal of our calls is for us to improve our communication skills together using English while having fun. This is free, you don't have to pay. If you are interested in participating, you can reach out to me on Instagram or you can join our Telegram group, okay? I always have so much fun with you guys. Okay, so now let's talk about season 3. Yes, I will continue doing this podcast and I'm planning to record more episodes. For this next season, my goal is to record 15 episodes with special guests. I have a good feeling that this new season will be amazing because for the first time I had some help with it. But Charles, what do you mean by you had some help? Okay, let me explain. I confess that back in season 1 I had no idea what I was doing. In season 2 I sort of had an idea, but for season 3 I ran out of ideas because I felt like I was talking about the same things over and over again. Truly, I don't want to know you guys. So I decided to make an experiment. Basically, I asked you guys on social media for some help and I started to make some video calls 101 with some listeners. ideas, and that was one of the best decisions that I have ever made to improve the content of this podcast. So during this whole month of November, I made a lot of calls with some amazing and incredible people who were willing to take time out of their day to make a video call with me. I received amazing feedback and a lot of new ideas to make the show better. I want to say a special thanks to each one of you who participated in this experiment and did a call with me. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I had a blast doing this, and for sure I'm gonna do this again for the next season. Okay, so before wrapping up this episode, I have an announcement to make about something that I just launched today. For season 3, you guys will have the chance to get early access to episodes of the podcast, and you can get the chance to watch the full interview in video format. Also, you can get access to a private community on Discord. But how? Okay, so to have access to this, you will have to become a member through my Patreon page. If you are not familiar with what Patreon is, I'll explain. Basically, Patreon is a platform that allows content creators to get financial support from their community. But in order to make an account, each creator needs to offer some benefits. In this way, you can get extra content like the full interview in video format, access to a private Discord server, and get earlier access to the episodes. However, I will say that I will continue to make this podcast completely for free. I will continue organizing the video calls on Zoom for free. But now, if you guys want, you can support the show. To be honest, I was hesitant to make a Patreon page because I didn't want to involve money in this project because that was never my intent. But as you may know, each episode takes over 3 hours to produce, including research, finding the guests, conducting interviews, editing, creating the show notes, producing content to share on social media, and so on. Truly, I love helping people through the podcast. My mission is and will always be to inspire and empower people to learn English so they can level up their lives and use this language as an advantage to reach their personal goals. But as I said, I will continue creating content 100% for free. Patreon is just a new option that you guys will have to support this show and to get access to exclusive content. Anyhow, that's it, you guys. You're gonna have 1 week break and I'll be back with new episodes on December 15th. But for those of you who decide to join me on Patreon, the first episode of season 3 is already available. The link's in the description. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening to this final episode of season 2. Have a great week and I'll see you in season 3.